One thing I would have done on that reference is I would have immediately called Kyle, and you could still call Kyle right now and do this and say, hey, Kyle, it's Matt Easton over here at Easton AWS, whatever it is, right? I need a favor. And I'd almost even say it like that. I need a favor, full pause, right? Mm-hmm. Like almost like I'm going to ask him to have his kid donate some bone marrow to my kid or something like that, right? Like, okay. I need a favor. And he's going to go, what's up? What's going on? Kevin, what's going on? Here's what's going on. With this technology, as you know, there's a lot of other players in the space. A lot of this stuff is half-baked. And there's, you know, as with everything now in 2024, there's a lot of news, there's a lot of overinflated news, there's a lot of misinformation. I have a wonderful outfit that it's a perfect fit for them, but of course, they're a little freaked out because of everything else that's out there. And I was thinking, you know, if they could talk to you and hear about your experience, that would really help them. But I'm wondering, from where you sit, what is the best way that I can help them feel comfortable about the decision? Because I know you probably had some of those same thoughts. What am I doing now? Now I'm making it Kyle's idea, right? Well, the best way, I mean, I'm happy to talk to him. I would really appreciate that, Kyle, and I would owe you one. And it's not that, you know, I want you to say anything that's not true. It's just you're tremendously credible. I'm kissing Kyle's butt a little bit here. You're tremendously credible. You have a ton of authority. You've been in the industry a while. If they could hear from you, I think that would make a world of difference. I, of course, would owe you one. I know, you know, your time is valuable. Is there any way, if I give you their number, that you could reach out to them after this call? Sure. What's their number? Now I've got Kyle actively calling them.
Like invested, yeah.
Yeah. Instead of Derek's going to call you or blah, you know, it's just we're leaving it. And then on Derek's side, I'm gonna call Derek and say, hey, Kyle's going to be calling you, but he is very high level. He's super slammed. He also said it's perfectly okay for you to call or text him. Let me give you his number. Right? Yeah. And then go that way. But make sure with the person that's giving you a reference that you're asking for a favor, that you're letting them know this is important to you, and ideally making it their idea by saying something like, you know, if it's Ellis that I'm calling, you know, Ellis, I know you were in this similar situation. Like, based on your experience being on the other side of this, and somebody that's been through the process, somebody that's thought about the product, that was kind of on the fence one way or the other and is now loving the product. Ellis, how do I explain to him your journey? Like, what's the best way for me to get him to where you're at right now? Because it's a no-lose question. Because worst case, Ellis is going to go, I don't know. And then I'm going to go, Columbo, right? You know, what if you called him? But what I really want Ellis to say is, oh, call him. Because now it's Ellis's idea. And then I go, that's a great idea. So I think if you called him right now and just did the I need a favor, right? And said, hey, you guys, and then here's the other thing, okay? And we're going right up to the line of like manipulation, but hopefully I'm not crossing it too bad. You know, Kyle? You know, Kyle, I know Derek hasn't called you. You know, he might be just a bit intimidated and everything. I mean, you've been around, and I know it doesn't feel like it, but, you know, he might be a bit embarrassed or a bit intimidated to call you. I know Derek really wants to talk to you on this. What do you think is a good way to get you guys together, right? I see Ellis smiling a little bit there, because that's exactly how people, of course you would be intimidated. I'm the best, right? Yeah, of course you, no problem. How about we do this? I'll give the little guy a call right now, right? And it's like, we have to make his ego feel good. We can't just be like, hey, can you give me a reference, right? It's really weird, but it's like, when I make it all about that person, they'll go out of their way to help me. When I just ask them for a reference, they'll never make good on it, right? So it's got to be it was Kyle that needed the reference, correct?
Yeah,
Kyle was the reference. Yeah, and Derek needed the reference. Yeah, I want to inflate Kyle. So right now, you need to call Kyle and say, Kyle, I need a favor, right? I am, and just, you don't want to be right on this one. Let Kyle save the day. I am completely lost on this. I've got Derek sitting there. I know it's been a couple weeks and he hasn't reached out to you. My guess is, and please don't share this outside of the two of us, my guess is he's a bit intimidated to call you. My guess is, he doesn't want to bother you because you're so busy. But I do know that he's very freaked out and he's got a problem that we've got to get solved, right? And waiting on this, it's not doing him any good. It's not doing his organization any good. I will owe you a favor on this. I'm sure even Derek would owe you a favor down the road. I realize it's the last thing you want to do in your day, but if you were putting yourself in Derek's shoes, going back in time to where you were, Kyle, what is the best way for him? What should we do? What can I do to help him get in touch with you? It's just, you're just softballing it, right? He's going to go, yeah, let me call him right now, right? And try that. I'm not sure if it's for you, but if you work in sales and you absolutely positively have to double or triple the amount of money you're making in order to truly enjoy your life, click the link here. My name's Matt Easton. I'm the founder of Easton University. It's the most effective sales coaching in the world. Click the link here, check it out. You're gonna see we'll give you access to an on-demand learning portal that's gonna give you video coaching with me on everything you need to know to double or triple your income, or even more. Everything from prospecting to closing to handling objections and complaints to building your personal network and self-confidence, but it doesn't stop there. Click the link here. You're going to see that when you get a membership to Easton University, you're also going to have the ability to do live coaching with me twice a week. You can ask me any questions. We can work through anything you're struggling with. I will be there with you every step of the way to help you double your income in sales right now. Click the link now. You're going to see we've helped thousands of people just like you, and we have the video testimonials from them to prove it. Easton University is more than a learning portal. It's more than live coaching with me. It's your future, and you and your future are worth it. Click the link now. I'll see you at Easton University.